Hello, what is up? And we are back with another video. Today we're gonna be discussing not really a defined topic. I just sort of looked and I found a couple of things which I thought might be interesting to talk about for the next 13 to 15 minutes, hopefully. And so I guess there is really nothing to do but to get into them, and we'll start with this one. These are a sort of post that I call a nothing statement. It's an absolutely brutal time to be even remotely intelligent. This statement here is almost certainly politically motivated, right? But the problem with it is that you don't know who it's aimed at. Anyone of any ideology could post this if they think that, say, there's a bunch of people who they see as dumb who are running around and, flooding the airwaves and making all the noise on social media, but it doesn't really do anything. The meme doesn't carry any weight, okay? It's not actually saying anything. It can explain everything, so it can explain nothing. So, I could say it's an absolutely brutal time to be even remotely intelligent, and you could know what my political beliefs are, but at the same time, a communist could say that, a libertarian could say that, a person who supports Hitler Nazi could say that. Anyone could say this. It's just that you have different views on what is intelligent, so it doesn't carry any actual thought to it. And really quick, we should talk about this. A good political meme must have an actual target, like for what the butt of the joke is about, and have some kind of reason why the target, a person or opinion or belief system or anything, is wrong. This doesn't have either of those. It doesn't have a clear target because it's just going towards a subjective person who is intelligent or not intelligent, and then it doesn't have a reason for why they're wrong. It's just saying that, it's a brutal time to be even remotely intelligent, but that doesn't even make any sense because that doesn't actually have a reason. Like, yeah, they're not intelligent. How so? You're not elaborating on anything. It's just not there. And then also, there's another, probably third requirement. It needs to be somewhat concise in how it is written and formatted. You can't just have a giant wall of text that is in your meme, and a lot of memes, especially from those who are leftists, tend to suffer from this problem a lot. They'll have a meme that has a ton of text in it, and they just really suck. They all really suck. And yeah, that's really what I have to say about this stupid person here. Let's continue. This isn't really a thing that is a post online. It kind of is a post, but it's not on like social media, I guess. And it's something I just saw. This wasn't even what I was preparing to talk about. But what is this? An article called "I Cheated on My Boyfriend with My Rapist." This is impressive. I don't know how you can talk like this. How can you say this? I cheated on my boyfriend with my rapist. Let's read this. By seducing my assaulter, I was reclaiming the control I'd lost over my body and identity. This is probably one of the most retarded things I've had to read, like, this year, probably, because why would you do this? Do you not feel any hate for this guy? Why would you want to sleep with him? And why would you cheat on your boyfriend with him? That doesn't make any sense. It just shows that there is at least some women who want or at least there's at least some women who actually have fantasies about this stuff happening to them. There's whole books about it. There's whole books about this happening to them. It's ridiculous. And It's just disgusting. I can't believe I can't believe women would actually, say stuff like this. It's so dumb. It's so stupidly dumb. I don't know what else to say about it. Let's continue. So this is a post that I made in 2025, almost a year ago from now, and it's about, okay, so apparently something I always do when looking at a post before taking a side is think, how can a person believe this? I never did this. I just wanted a good introduction for whatever server I said this in. I found it a while ago, but let's continue. I think about political beliefs, moral, cultural, religious, social, economic, real world information impact, and more to determine how a person believes that thing. I then go through and think as to why it is flawed. For example, and I get this thing here, okay? According to Douglas Murray, the post is at the bottom there. Douglas Murray tells Ben Shapiro that murder of 15 million Jews be a greater tragedy than the murder of 50 million Christians. Let's go through it. Political. It's likely that he is very aligned with Israel, which could be a reason why, he is for that. Moral, dead end, because, if it's a morality issue, then killing 15 million of two groups of people would be equally immoral, because, that's still 15 million people, both ways. I already said cultural, maybe due to Jewish beliefs. He believes deaths of 15 million God's chosen people is worse than deaths of 15 million people who, according to them, aren't chosen by God or believe something fake about a false prophet in their eyes who is currently burning in hell. Religious, and I already said religious, I'm an idiot. Social, dead end, nothing to discuss here. Again, economic, this is closer to a moral argument. This is a dead end. Then real world information impact. It is estimated there are 15.7 million people who believe in Judaism. If 15 million died, then it would usually take much longer to rebuild, and it'd be possible that Israel would cease to function. Not at all the same with Christians. I mean, a lot more Christians than that could die, and the religion would still be fine, probably. The churches would still go on, and so there's a difference there. Now, real-world information is usually why people believe in something, as long as they identify their own beliefs as something positive and good for us. For an example, accelerationist belief. I was trying to explain what accelerationists believe, and it was not great, so I'm going to do a retake of this. Basically, it's just the idea that we can use capitalism's own structures to either destroy it or take us somewhere very far, use it for very radical social change. And there's different kinds of accelerationists. There's left-wing ones who try and want to use capitalism to turn us into a fully automated society. There's people on the right who want it, and then there's other kinds which are more fringe, but just know that it doesn't really work. It's been tried in some places, and it hasn't worked, like in China during the Great Leap Forward. And these beliefs are usually not motivated by the real-world impact, as it is usually negative, but could be positive in the long term. Other than that, if someone can't reason why they believe something with cold hard information, you have every right to dismiss their opinion. I'm just reading what I wrote and explaining what accelerationism is. I maybe still kind of believe in this. I'm not sure why I thought what I did for this, but I think it's interesting that I talked about this. But yeah, so we have that. Then we have this post from The Telegraph, which I think is kind of funny. We have this guy, black guy, who was a illegal alien, and ICE deported him to Britain, and he said that it's a dump. And it was so funny, because if you watch the actual video, he talks like normal. And I mean, I'm not trying to, throw shade at any group of people, but black people are known for having their own way of speaking, ebonics. And seeing this guy seem like just, a normal, chill guy was kind of funny. And a lot of people in the replies were talking about letting him come back in. We were getting, like, the one guy that was good. And yeah, I just thought that was a little bit funny how we got that. And I watched the whole video. It was an interesting thing that he talked about, how he was at some wedding thing or whatever, and he got deported. And he was just talking about it very formally, very nicely. And he said that he supported Trump after this, because, I mean, he was there illegally. I'm pretty sure that is what he said in the video. But, yeah, I thought that was just interesting. Then, let's continue this. This guy, his name is Patriarch Prime. I've never seen this guy online, actually. I just got this image from someone else. He gives out a list of the great atheist arguments. Let's read them out. God is mean. Yep, God is mean to us because, you know, he did stuff. Christians are mean. Yeah, we make fun of people, and if God real, why bad thing happen? I wonder why. I'm monkey. Oh yeah, you know, the Big Bang Theory. I don't believe in the Big Bang, really. I'm an old world creationist, but I'm not a Big Bang believer. I think it's just kind of dumb that you just kind of had this there. Like, how do you have something there before, say, like, time? Like, it just starts. Time just starts. And that doesn't really seem to make sense. Like, if time didn't start, then, you know, there's an infinite period of time where there was just nothing, which seems to be strange. How could something just form out of that unless there was something already there and it was just waiting for that to happen? Anyways, let's continue. Shellfish, polyester. I think I might know what this refers to. I'm not completely sure, though, and I don't want to talk about something I'm not completely sure about, but it does sound like a very goofy argument. I'll give it that. Too many religion. Oh yeah, this is a great one. They say there's like 20,000 religions. How many of those have more than 1,000 or 10,000 people? And how many of them are actively telling their followers to go out and spread it, and are actually like fully true and solidified religions? Barely any of them. Barely any religions are actually grounded in a lot of historical truth. Like, I mean, there is some about Christianity, like how we know Jesus did exist in at least 2 events. He was baptized and he did die on a cross, and there are so many manuscripts to prove that those things happen, and so many accounts by other people. There are more accounts of, you know, Jesus and whatnot than, you know, a lot of famous people in history that we take for granted. There's like only like a dozen or so manuscripts that prove that Genghis Khan was a real person, and then yet people still say Jesus isn't real when there's tens of thousands of manuscripts of him. Let's continue. Why can't I look outside and see God? Why can't you look outside and see God? Because God is a omnipresent being. He is everywhere. He is where I am right now, and he's also in wherever you are if you are listening to this. And that'd be strange if you could just see him. He doesn't directly communicate to us because according to, you know, the Bible, we are so heavy in our sin that, like, just if we were to meet God, like actually see him, we would literally die. That's what has happened to some of the people in the Bible who saw God, you know, as sinners, or they just died instantly. Let's continue. If God is real, why do I like to take it up the ass? This is a really great argument. This one's actually really difficult to counter because, you know, it's just a great argument. And then out of context Bible verse, because, you know, they're gonna tell us that we're not doing our religion right or something, like that one Bible verse where the first 2 words are judge not, and then there's a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, that's really what I gotta say. But other than that, yeah, we're done here. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and just skip to our favorite outro here. Okay, we're just at the outro now. Hopefully you enjoyed this great video. I just compiled a bunch of stuff together. I probably will not do this when I upload next time on Wednesday, but that's all I have to tell you for now. And, peace.